What's good, y'all? Yes, I am back. This is the same night, actually minutes after I just dropped the other video on the fragrance finds of the past 2 days. So this one is one I actually wore Saturday, and I was standing in front of the shelf behind me, as you can see, which is actually not all of them. There's more, but I was standing here and I'm trying to figure out what I wanted to wear. I stepped outside the door. It was quite chilly outside, so obviously I had to go with a cool weather scent or a cold weather scent, and the one I actually reached for was what I'm going to talk about: Dolce and Gabbana, the one, Eau de Parfum. Now, before I get into that, if you're not a subscriber to the channel, make sure you do that. Make sure you also ring the bell for notifications. Icon opens up above the bell. Hit all so you get all content uploaded by me. Like the video, thumbs up, share the video, and be active in the comment section. With that being said, let's get to it. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the original Dolce and Gabbana the One EDT, or Eau de Toilette. Now, obviously, as you can see, this is a brand new big bottle. I actually had a small bottle, and I think I gave it to Matt over at Georgia Gin, if I'm not mistaken, because I had this one. Women adore this fragrance. I don't care what people are going to have to say about performance issues, because not a lot of times I really don't care about performance issues, especially if I didn't pay a whole lot of money for a particular fragrance, like some people out there who spend hundreds of dollars on fragrances and get crappy performance. This performs great within the time frame that I need to do what I need to do personally. If I'm going out on a date, I'm only going to be there a couple of hours, maybe an hour, hour and a half, maybe a movie. Most of the time, I'm coming back, we're going to Netflix and chill, or we're going to be doing what we do. Simple as that. This is a close encounter scent, regardless as to what people have to say about performance. I understand people do want things to last longer. I say the same thing about certain things. This one in particular, even though I get about 5.5 hours of longevity, maybe an hour and a half projection out of this, that's not too bad for me. Especially when I got a female that's laying on me or next to me and they're sniffing this constantly, telling me how great I smell. That's what I get from this. And there are people out there who can attest that this is a great fragrance, despite performance issues. Now, this actually was released in 2008, and it does share some similarities to the upgrade or flanker, which is the Eau de Parfum version. And you can see the difference in the bottles. This one is darker, more richer looking, but this one was released in 2008, and I'll get to note differences in a second. Now, this one is the one that I'm going to talk about the most in this video, the Eau de Parfum. This one was released in 2015 and is a flanker, supposed to be stronger, longer lasting. Off of my skin, it only really gets me maybe another hour, hour and a half, pushing 2 hours of longevity. But it smells great. There is a difference. You can tell the difference in the fragrance between the Eau de Toilette and the Eau de Parfum. This one is darker, richer. It's still a somewhat similar structure, note structure, but this one to me is a little bit better, not by much, a little bit better. This would be like an 8. This would be a 10 if I had to give it, some kind of rating. So note breakdown. This one in the top, you get coriander, basil, and grapefruit. And there is the first difference, because in the eau de toilette version, you get bergamot instead of grapefruit. You get coriander, which is in the top note of this, and you get basil, which is in this. Mid notes on this, you get ginger, orange blossom, and cardamom. And in this one, you get neroli, ginger, and cardamom. This one you get tobacco, amber, and cedar. This one you get cedar, ambergris, and tobacco. So there are some similarities. There are also some differences. You are able to pick up the difference in both of these. This one is a little bit more superior than this one, but I say if you see both of these on a shelf and you're looking to save yourself a little bit of money, I'm pretty sure the eau de toilette version is going to be a little less expensive. But if it's not that much of a difference, then I definitely suggest you pick up the eau de parfum version over the eau de toilette version. You do get a little bit better performance. Some people are going to get much better performance because of their oily skin, or whatever body chemistry may be. Some things work better on some people than others, but both of these are not bad buys. This is a banger. In the cold weather, the wind was blowing. No compliments, obviously, but for the most part, I kept picking up whiffs of this throughout the day. It even clung to my clothes that I had on, especially around the collar and on the sleeves where I sprayed my arms. Not a bad fragrance whatsoever. So if you get a chance to get your hands on the eau de parfum version or the eau de toilette version. Now there is, I believe, a parfum version out there. I haven't seen that one in a while yet. I'm assuming it's going to hit because I found this one at TJ Maxx a while back, and I didn't expect to run into this one, and I had to get it. But if you see it, this or the original or the parfum, just check the prices, see what you can get them for. If you can get it for a decent price, pick it up. If not, I understand completely. I'm not one of those guys who looks to spend a whole bunch of money on fragrances myself. I know the struggle. I'm just like everybody else, and it just is what it is. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts on either one of these fragrances if you own them, if you have the eau de toilette version or the eau de parfum version. I like both of these. I aim to keep both of these in the collection if I can. But if this one tends to run out, in which I'm pretty sure this will before this one, because this is a bigger bottle, I'm more than happy to keep just this in the collection. It doesn't really matter. This performs just fine off of my skin. Like I said, I do what I need to do within my time frame of having it on, and I'm good. I'm not looking for it to last 48 to 72 hours like some people are. Like, let's be realistic here, man. It just is what it is. So with that being said, I am out of here, y'all. Thanks for the support. Here's to smelling great. I'm out, y'all. Peace.